Nehemiah chapter 8, verse 8.
That's right.
Give me Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20.
Nehemiah 8 and 8.
It's thus. It says, so they read in the book of the law of God.
They did what?
So they read in the book of the law of God.
That's what we're going to do out here. We're going to read from the book of the Lord of God. We're not going to go to the book of the dead. We're not going to go into a nasty Quran, that nasty Quran. And we're not going to pick up any other book. Read.
Continuing on. So they read in the book of the law of God distinctly and gave the sense.
And gave what?
And gave the sense.
And what?
And gave the sense.
That's what we're here to do. We're here to get a sense of the power of the Most High. Hey, because, the knowledge of the churches, they don't really tell the truth. And we out here to tell the truth, cold-heartedly, unapologetic.
That's right.
Hey, we don't care. We don't give a damn. We're going to speak the truth of the Most High, and we're going to keep it pushing, bid the people back to the marriage, and keep it moving.
It caused them to understand the reading.
And what?
It caused them to understand the reading.
And that's the thing. You know, people read, but they don't really understand what's going on. You can read all day, but do you understand what you're reading? And that's what we're here to do. We're not here to boast and be proud and be thinking we somebody we not. And we just servants. And we little speckles. And it's many men across the United States of America, even outside this country, and that's pushing this word as truth and sincerity. And we only trying to build our brick in to build the nation back up. Can you bring that up?
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 20.
Yep.
Wisdom crying without.
What?
Wisdom crying without. She utters her voice in the streets.
Hey, that's what we've been doing all day since 2 p.m. Hey, crying out to the streets.
That's right.
Bidding our people back to the marriage. Hey, King, you got 5 minutes to hear the words of the Lord? Come on, praise to the Most High. Drop everything, King. How you doing, King?
What's up with you, King?
I'm doing good. I'm doing fine through the spirit, you know. What's your nationality?
Nigerian.
Nigerian?
Yeah.
Okay, come on, praise to the Most High. Do you know that, do you know what tribe you from Nigeria?
No, sir.
Okay, come on, all praise to somebody. Get Jeremiah 17:4.
Jeremiah 17 and 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy inheritance.
So what?
Shall discontinue from thy inheritance.
Know what tribe you from?
Shall discontinue from thy inheritance.
And the brother said he don't know where his heritage lay at. So how can we know where our heritage lie at, King? Do you know? Do you know how to find out?
No, sir, but I love you.
Okay, all praise to the Most High. So we here to wake up our people from this bondage and this slave mentality that we don't know who we are, according to the scripture. Continue that.
Continuing on. And I select that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies.
So what?
Shall I cause thee to serve thy enemies?
Literally, hey, Nigeria's serving their enemies right now. The so-called white man's over there pillaging. He taking resources. He doing everything he can.
In the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, we shall burn forever.
See, that's what he did. As far as the Nigerian people, if you don't know who you are, you kindle the fire with the Most High. So, do you know anything about the Bible, King?
Yes. No, sir.
Not really. Okay, come on. So, do you know the story of Moses?
No, I know the dude that got stuck in the whale's belly.
Oh, Jonah. Come on. That's a mighty prophet. So Moses is with these people that they are chosen people from the Most High. Do you know the Most High God have a chosen people?
Right.
Okay. Get the disciples. Well, yeah, I would say they're the chosen people of the Most High. Get Isaiah 44:1.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 44 and verse 1.
Get up.
Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen.
So Israel is the chosen people of the Most High. So who are the Israelites today? Do anybody know? Anybody claiming to be the Israelites?
Black people, aren't they?
Right.
The so-called black, Hispanics, and Arab American.
That's right.
Right, you're right, King, because, hey, history, archaeology, and ultimately proven through the scriptures, we could prove that everything that has been saying in the world right now is not a lie. I know, hey, brothers, I know you've been hearing the brothers, Kanye West, Kyrie Irving, They even speaking on it heavily.
Didn't Beyonce speak on it too?
I don't know about Beyonce. I don't see her in the front lines. You know, I see, you know, other people that's standing bold. But it's been brothers out here spitting this truth since the 60s. Everything that Kanye West is saying, Kyrie Irving saying, it's been said. But ultimately, we gonna show you through the scriptures how they are telling the truth. Let's get Acts chapter 7 and verse 34.
Acts 7:34.
Because this is when Moses was with in the wilderness. Because he was with the Israelites in the wilderness, and this is going to explain it.
Acts 7:34. I have seen the affliction of my people,
He's seen the affliction of his people, which are the Israelites.
which is in Egypt, and I have heard their groaning, and I have come down to deliver them.
So he came down to deliver them. So that's what Moses' whole objective was. When you read Exodus, that's the whole duty of what Moses was here to do. Hey, cried out, let my people go. And his famous slogan. And we still hear this to this day.
That's right.
God. So go to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 15.
The Israelites in New York that be talking to young, they have their own TV show in New York. You know what I'm talking about?
Huh? Yeah. That's what we doing. That's why I said we just expected. There's many brothers out here especially the truth since the 60s, like I said. All in New York. Now it's crossed over to the West Coast. Heavenly. Okay?
Time too.
So like, but what you seeing is just a camp. It's just a group of brothers. Just like how you would say a sect. It's just a group of brothers. But we all, you could be a part of this camp or whatever camp that you are. But just knowing that you're Israelite, they know that they're Israel. So you don't have to be, oh, I know I'm an Israelite, now I gotta be a part of a camp. No, you just know that you're Israel. So there's people that know they're Israel all throughout the earth.
And that's powerful. And they ultimately, this is what bring this out. King.
Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
Wisdom and knowledge is going to be the stability of the time. So literally, a lot of people been waking up in the past couple of years, and like I said, it's been here since the 60s. All power to the Most High. So this is not ignorant knowledge to anybody, but a lot of people of our people don't know this. You know, this is a lot of things the so-called white men like to hide in a book, because a lot of people don't read the Bible. A lot of people don't like reading books. You know, I just text me. I used to be the person like that. I ain't like to read books. I watch the movie before I read the book.
Right, God.
You know, if it got a movie on there, I'm gonna read the book. Watch the movie before I read the book. But ultimately, hey, I start picking up those scriptures, and the scriptures start speaking to me.
That's
And I
right.
can see myself all through the scriptures. Come, bring that up.
And this is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 3.
Bring it up.
Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand.
So blessed is he that readeth. So we have to read. Me not reading, that's off. I'm supposed to read. All brothers up here are supposed to read. You supposed to be reading too. But that's the whole thing. Hey, that's a curse that the white man say about us. If you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in the book.
Right.
That's why they say it, because they know we don't like reading.
That's right.
We don't like reading. Hey, but now, hey, what's up? We love reading now.
That's
we
right.
love getting in this thing.
That's right.
That's what they said, but then during the slavery days, it was just about for black folks to read.
No, but we knew how to read already. We knew how to read, write. We was teaching them how to read and write. That's
There
false.
wasn't a law back then.
Because if we read the scriptures, we will know. We will know this. They try to prevent us literally from reading the scriptures. With that, the birth of the nation, not turning.
That's right.
They let him read the scriptures, and what happened? He went on rebellion. But ultimately, King, we gotta know who we are. So we're gonna read these precepts. Deuteronomy 28:15, King.
Deuteronomy 28:15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
All these what?
all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Hey, brother, 5 minutes to hear the words of the Lord. Hey, coming out that effeminate spirit. Have you seen it?
That's right.
That nasty faggotry.
Come.
Come. So the Most High said, if you listen to me, if you don't listen to me, all these curses are going to come upon you. Go down to 46, King.
Verse 6. You say 16, nah, Salaki. 46, Salaki. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
So the curses is going to be assigned you as a sign and a wonder.
right.
And upon your seed forever. So in 2022, hey, it's gonna be upon us today. We're gonna get a couple of curses, and you're gonna see who did do this fit according to history, prophecy, and archaeology. And ultimately, hey, as a nation of people. Remember, as a nation of people. Okay, King? Get Isaiah chapter 61 and 1. Read 15, King.
Verse number 15. 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
So literally, who history is being cursed in the city? Who's being shot down like a dog in the street?
Black folks.
Who's living in these poverty cities?
Black folks.
Right.
Who live in the projects?
Black folks.
And blacks, Hispanics, and so-called Native Americans. Because the Native Americans own this all land, and now they are subjected to reservations. Right. So if a nation owned this whole land, hey, how they subjected to these reservations? They should walk around freely, right? Right. So if we curse in the city and curse in the field, we also curse in the field, right? Cotton field. How are people living in Nigeria?
I'm not sure. I haven't looked anything up like that. I think all my ancestors are on there.
Okay, kind of like you say, like West Africa, basically. Because you know we got certain tribes out there. The Yoruba tribe, the Igbo tribes, and there's certain tribes out there that know they Israelites. When you look into the history,
Yeah, I'm gonna look more into that.
Hey, sister got 5 minutes to say the words of the Lord, sister. Hey, you'll be an Israelite, sister. Repent and keep the commandments. All right, continue. Continue.
Verse 60. You said which one?
Okay, yeah, okay.
It's the book of Isaiah chapter 61 verse 1. The Spirit of the Lord God is upon me because the Lord hath appointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He hath sent me to bind up the brokenhearted.
So who needs to be bind up the brokenhearted? Don't our people go through the most sorrow in this society? Don't our people living paycheck to paycheck? You got 5 minutes to the word, King? Living paycheck to paycheck. Always on it used to be they made welfare just for us.
Right.
Section 8. Hey, we broken hearted.
To proclaim liberty to the captives.
And so that's what we hear. We proclaim liberty to the captives. Ain't we captives? And we so-called slaves? And we still in the aren't we still on the same soil that our ancestors came? Would you agree with that, King? Aren't we still on the same soil that our ancestors came when they came on slave ships? Right. So we captives, right?
Just like with dynamic, we guys just like him, we just glory to him.
You're right. We are gods.
That's right.
But ultimately we slaves right now, right? Because we're working for the white man.
I say it like this: you only enslave yourself to the people that want to enslave.
Say that again?
You only enslave yourself to the people that want to enslave.
Yeah. Well, how's that? By being
Because you
indoctrinated.
bow down to whatever.
Right, to being indoctrinated with they fallenness, right?
Right. But if I don't want to follow your rules, that don't make me a slave still.
But I'm gonna show you how you follow their rules. Get Matthew chapter 17:24. This how I know every one of us is still following their rules.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, we gotta follow certain rules. We follow the rules
The
of the
book of
land.
Matthew. It's the book of Matthew chapter 17 verse 24. And when they were come to Capernaum, they that received tribute money came to Peter
So tribute money is what we call taxes today, right?
and said, does not your master pay tribute? He said, yes. And when he was coming to the house, Jesus prevented him, saying, what thinkest thou, Simon? Of whom do the kings of the earth take custom or tribute?
So the disciples asking literally, who do they take custom or tribute? Who's paying taxes out here? Who's literally paying taxes? Go ahead.
Of their own children or of strangers?
The strangers is the Israelites. Go ahead.
Peter said unto him, of strangers. Jesus said unto him, then are the children free.
Then the other children are free. If you taking taxes, if you paying taxes, you're not free. You're still a captive. You're still a slave. You're not supposed to pay taxes.
That's right.
So you are You literally living at a, you literally following their rules. If you paying taxes, you following their rules. Ultimately, and we all subject to that. We're not saying there's something wrong, King, but we just saying we got to get out of that slave mentality mind and come back to the Most High.
That's why I ain't even mad at you, because that really broke it down to the very last concept. Like, yeah.
But Con,
Let me ask you this though. If we don't pay taxes, why the hell they put us back in bondage?
say it one more time.
If we don't pay taxes, why the hell they put us back in bondage?
Yeah, because it's a slave system. We build up a system. We build up this economy.
right.
We're literally we spend the 10th most.
Right.
We're the richest. We're the 10th most richest people, but we have nothing. Oh, we went up 8. Oh, see, we 8, and we have nothing. How we 8th richest people, and we don't have nothing to a name.
God, it's a precept. Baruch chapter 3 and 6.
Bring it up.
3 and 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payment.
To what?
And to be subject to payment.
To what?
And to be subject to payment.
That's what we do. We subject to payments. We gotta go by the bylaws and the laws of this country.
That's right.
So ultimately, how to get out of this mind frame, this negative mind frame, and enslavement mind frame, we gotta know who we are.
That's right.
So that's what we're here to do: is bind up the brokenhearted, bind up the captive.
Right.
Can you continue on Isaiah?
And the opening of the prison to them that are bound.
The opening on what?
The opening of the prison to them that are bound.
Don't we have the highest incarceration rate? Aren't our blacks, Hispanics, and Native American are the most people in there in the prison homes? That's what we do. We open up their mind, open the prisons of the gates, even the mind, because our mind is a prison.
Right.
We are our own worst enemy.
Right.
Hey, that's what I say. I always, when people ask me what I'm scared of, I say I'm scared of myself because I know what I'm capable of. And what you just said lets me know that I do hold myself back by not showing the true mind that I have in my brain.
Hey, ultimately, you gotta be afraid of the Most High, King.
Right.
That's the
I
only
mean,
way.
of course I am, but
No,
now
you're supposed to fear the high king, right?
The Psalms 111 to 10.
I gotta get it about them, man. I'll be right back.
All right, King. God says.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 111, verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
The fear of the what?
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. That's the only way we'll get wisdom out there. Hey, sister, you got 5 minutes to hear the words of the Lord? Hey, brother. Hey, brother. God, so the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
Right.
So that's the whole thing. Continue on, King.
And good understanding have all they that do his commandments.
So you have good understanding once you do the Most High commandments. So how we get? First of all, we got, like I said, we got to know who we are. That's the ultimate knowledge that we're missing. So let's go back to Deuteronomy 28. Let's get 54.
The Congo tribe is not part of Nigeria.
I'm not sure. I got this.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
So literally, hey, the man that was tender-hearted, meek to his brother, will give his last shirt to the brother. Hey, now he got the evil eye towards his brother. Hey, Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. Ain't nothing brotherly love about Philadelphia.
Right.
They kill.
Right.
They own brother. Ain't nothing brotherly love about that city. Continue on, King.
His eyes shall be evil toward his brother and toward the wife of his bosom.
Charles says what?
And toward the wife of his bosom.
So he now he have the evil eye towards his wife. What is that? Domestic violence. Hey, that rate is high in our nationality too.
My little sister's going through that shit right now.
Yeah, community. Yeah, our community. So I think the water key. Continue.
And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
Which he shall what?
Which he shall leave.
A lot of our people, grew up in single households. Did you grow with your father?
Yeah.
Okay, Kyle, all praises to the Most
Well,
High.
my adopted father, that counts.
I see, but you don't know your real father, right?
No.
Right. That's a lot of brothers didn't grow up with their father.
Right.
And that's a curse on the Most High. We fit that curse to a T.
Right.
If you didn't grow up with your father in the home and your mother is raising you being the mom and the father, and you live in the curses of the Most High.
Right.
Continue on 54 and 55.
Verse 55. So that he will not give any of them of the flesh of his children, whom he shall eat, because he have nothing left in the siege and in the straitness wherewith thy enemies shall distress thee in all thy gates.
So literally, he's saying he ain't gonna be able to provide for his family. He gonna be in this hard bondage. He gonna have to sell crack, or go to jail, get incarcerated, all these things, trying to feed his family. He ain't gonna be able to, because why? Hey, they kicked the man out the home and said, hey, woman, if you want a government assistance, you gotta kick the man out the home. Hey, the man was to come back from the war. They mad mans now. They're PTSD PTSD, they can't think straight.
Right.
They selling crack, they selling cocaine. The 80s, you know, it was an all progressive era.
Right.
In the 80s, they was selling the crack cocaine. Hey, they getting hot. Yeah, that's what they did. How else did that get over here?
Right.
And then we just made it better, made it profit, but then they threw us in jail for making
Yeah, but that's what they do. Get Proverbs chapter 16 and 4.
like
The book of Proverbs chapter 16 verse 4.
Get out.
The Lord hath made all things.
So like Psalms 10 and 2.
Psalm 10, verse number 2. And it reads thus. It says, the wicked in his pride do persecute the poor.
So that's what they did. They literally bought the drugs over here and did what?
So like the wicked in his pride do persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
So they literally got taken up in their devices, selling the crack cocaine, selling the drugs,
Right.
pushing the methamphetamine.
yeah.
Methamphetamine. Come on. That's what they did. And they put us in jail, but they the number one drug dealers.
Right.
So we taking their devices and they turning on us and do what?
Put us in jail.
It says, it says, the wicked in his pride do persecute the poor.
Persecute us. That's what they do.
Right.
They persecute us for us doing the same damn thing they do.
Right.
And they get mad because we making hands on the fist. And ultimately they get mad because they community get hit with the drugs.
Teach.
Right.
That's what they really mad. They got the opioid crisis all in. Hey, these
Right.
nasty white. These nasty white states now. Hey, Ohio and go ahead.
Hey, so like it. Hey, hey, the crazy part about it, like the brother was saying, is it was targeted towards us, but we make everything so cool. Now they want to do it because we do it, and then now we get locked up. Man.
Madness.
It's crazy.
Madness. Everybody want to be like us,
Exactly.
even in our dirtiest estate,
Right.
in our lowest estate. That's crazy. You know. Can I continue on? Let me see. Here. Drop down to 56. It's another curse, King.
Verse 56, Deuteronomy 28, verse 56. The tender and delicate woman
Now we gonna get on the woman. Go ahead.
among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for the delicateness and tenderness.
So our women was delicate and tenderness. Hey, they was so royal. Hey, they really took care of our women. They feet didn't have to touch the ground.
Right.
Continue on.
Her eye shall be evil toward the husband.
Hey, now her eyes is evil towards her husband. Hey, get that nigga out of here.
Right.
He ain't worth a damn split.
Right.
That's what they say now. That nigga ain't nothing. I'm gonna put that nigga on child support.
Right.
I hate that nigga.
Teach, Jack.
Blah 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 blah. Cardi B. I'm gonna get another nigga to do this for me.
Right.
Hey, city girls, hey, you don't want to do it, I'm gonna get another rich nigga to do it.
Right.
That's what they do. Go ahead.
I don't need no man.
And toward her son. And toward her daughter.
Now she ain't taking care of her kids. A
Right.
woman, whole pride in this world, is take care of her kids. That's right. Hey, brother, you got 5 minutes to hear the words of the Lord? 5 minutes. Hey, brother, get out that effeminate spirit.
Right.
Like gird up your loins like a man.
Right.
Man. Faggots, man. They're running rapping out here in America. And we're gonna tie them up and beat them in subjection.
That's
And
right.
get right. Or get left.
Right.
Or get snapped. Or get stoned. Or get dashed.
Yep.
Hey, we gonna do you we gonna do them like they did us.
That's right.
Hey, but the point is, hey, the women not even take care of their kids no more, King. They doing whatever they want to do. They dropping the kids off at grandma's now. They not even taking care of the kids. And that was the whole part of. And they leaving them home. They leaving them in the car. Hey, but I'm saying, you know, that's what they do. Just to go to the club. Just to go out with Nene and Shaquisha. You listening, King?
And toward her young one that cometh out from between her feet, and toward her children which she shall bear.
Yeah, that's you know, postpartum depression, kind of. They be kind of killing the kids, wrapping the babies up. Hey, Brenda have a baby. Hey, she threw her baby in the garbage can. That's the state of our people. That's Tupac. You know, he was telling a good story. But that's the plight of our people. That's what we going through. That's the curses that we in.
Right.
Let's get 68, King. Let's wrap it up.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So do you know what Egypt means according to the scriptures?
I'm not sure.
Let's get it. Second Ezra chapter 2 and verse.
My nephew's name is Cairo, so my sister knows something about
2
it.
is 1 and 7.
Con, 2nd Ezra 1 and 7. And so am not I even he that brought them out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage?
What?
From the house of bondage.
Literally, Egypt means house of bondage. Bondage. What's another word for bondage? Chains. What's chains equivalent to? Like, what do you use chains for? Like who? What up?
Yeah, so the white folks trying to sacrifice.
Right. Or slavery, right?
Yeah. And what do you call black police out there? Now, are they traitors to our own kind or what?
Well, some of them, hey, try to make a living, hey, but a lot of them coons. Come on, you got a precept, King?
This Exodus chapter 1 and 14. And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage.
They did what?
And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage. In mortar, in brick, and in all manner of service in the field. All their service wherein they made them serve was with rigor.
So that's what the Israelites was doing in Egypt. Literally building up them cities, building up Ramses, Python, and etc. So that's what they was doing. There was slaves. So when you go back to Deuteronomy 28 and 68, when he said bondage, he's really meaning slavery. Right, King?
When you say Egypt.
Yeah, Egypt.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
So literally, King, the Most High said we will go get back into slavery again with ships. Whose history is that?
Hey, brothers.
Our history, white people's history.
White people on history. That's white people history.
Where? Prove it.
Yes and no, but let me ask you.
But no. You got, hold on.
That's part of that history that they claim.
No, King. We know by history, archaeology, prophecy, hey, just history proving that they was not on slaves. They was never a slave on the ship. Yeah, they was on the ship, the slave master.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay, that's what you meant.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree. But they was not no slaves. But let's read it again for the king.
So now listen to these words, brother. And the Lord shall bring thee into, not along with, Egypt.
So Egypt meaning bondage, right?
Right.
Or slavery, right?
Right?
Again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
So literally, that's how we came over to America, right? They literally went to the west coast of Africa, gathered us up, and put us on slave ships, right?
Right? Continue.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee,
Same way he said it is, the same way it's gonna happen.
thou shalt see it no more again.
So we're not gonna be able to see our homeland again. We're not gonna know our heritage no more. Continue on.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Shall be sold to who?
Unto your enemies.
To who?
Unto your enemies.
We're gonna be sold unto our enemies. So who were we sold to, King?
The white folks.
The white
right.
folks, right? The white folks, the Arabs,
right.
the so-called Moabites,
right.
which are the Chinese people.
That's right.
Everybody had their hands in it. Yeah, everybody had their hands. They all had their hands in slavery, King. How you doing, King? What's your nationality? What's your nationality? Your race? African? From where? No? Or you just say, are you African American and just say, okay. Do you know African Americans named after two so-called white men? Yeah, no. Africa is literally named after a white man. Hey, Leoscypros africanus.
But let me ask you this though.
Do you know that, King? Oh, hold on, King. Do you know that, King?
I didn't know that.
So are you a descendant of a white man? Then how can you be African?
So what do you call
So are you a descendant of this bum right here? This bum. No, I'm asking you a question.
No, I'm not like white or nothing. No.
Well, okay, Con, so you can't be a bum like that. God forbid you a bum like that. Not you looking fresh like that. You looking fresh, King. So I don't know. That ain't adding up. So and you can't be American as well, because that's named after so-called white man.
So what do you call yourself?
What I call myself? Hey, let's get Romans chapter 11:1.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 11, and verse 1. I say then, had God cast away his people? God forbid. For I also am an Israelite.
I'm what?
For I also am an Israelite.
I'm what?
For I also am an Israelite.
I'm an Israelite.
Right.
I'm a prince of the power. I'm an Israelite. God chosen people.
Israelite?
I'm an Israelite.
So all black people are Israelites?
Almost all so-called African Americans from if you're not a Hamite or if you're not really an African, you will most likely be an Israelite.
Right.
If you come from the sea light of Shem, you will be an Israelite. Right. And so that's what he was breaking down with the brother. Hey, if this is your history and your ancestors could relate to this, get Deuteronomy 28 and 68 to read that back for the brother.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Go!
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again
So Egypt meaning slavery, King.
with ships.
With what?
With ships.
So if your people went into slavery on ships, you'll be an Israelite.
So all y'all, we all Israelites, is what you're saying.
According to the scriptures, according to the prophecy. Right, brother? We Israelites, right?
Yes.
It's indefinite. We're Israelites. All our ancestors went into slavery on slave ships. When you say your ancestors went on slavery on a slave ship? Huh? Right. Do you know your heritage? Do you know exactly where you come from? Do you know your great grandfather? Right.
I know he was a slave, though.
You know he was a slave. Get Deuteronomy 28 and what is it? Sir.
Come.
This is verse 48.
Bring it out.
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies.
So what?
Shalt thou serve thy enemies.
Hey, most of our great ancestors were serving our enemies. I'm gonna say 100%. So your grandfather, your great grandfather was serving his enemies on a plantation field. Get 16.
You're 16.
Verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
Curse that be on what?
Cursed shall thou be in the field.
Hey, if he was literally in a slave field, right? Picking cotton, right?
But not just cotton. No, there's
Cotton, tobacco, sugar cane, all these different substances that we use today. All these grains, different grains and wheat and things like that. That's what we was doing, right? If you look at the posters, that's our history.
That's right.
Any American history, that's what we look at, and that's what we know for a fact. Right, the so-called Hispanics, they that's what they doing now, taking all the fruits. So if that would be your history, King, according to the scriptures, you'll be an Israelite.
Right.
Not me, I ain't saying that, because I want you to be one. It's just because that's what you are, and that's what God said you are.
That's right.
So you know what God said about the Israelites? Get Deuteronomy 7:6.
Look at Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
You know.
For thou art an holy people.
For what?
For thou art an holy people.
Holy meaning separate, King. So if you holy, you must be separate.
Unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee
So he chosen the Israelites for what?
to be a special people unto himself.
Be what?
To be a special people unto himself.
God had chosen the Israelites to be a special people unto himself.
what?
Above all people.
Now what?
Above all people.
Be above all people on earth. There's no such thing as a quality according to the Most High.
Right.
The Israelites are literally his portion. Get Deuteronomy 32 and 8, I believe.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, in verse number 8. When the Most High divided to the nations.
What?
When the Most High divided to the nations.
So the Most High divided all the nations.
their inheritance when he separated the sons of Adam.
He separated all the sons of Adam.
He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
He said what?
So like he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
He set the bound unto the children of Israel. We God's chosen people. We're the best people on earth. Nobody could go through this and still be, thinking we this stuff.
Right.
The white man would have been killed themselves.
Right.
They would have been hung and stuff. They hang themselves off of nonsense. My wife left me, I gotta hang myself.
I just seen a damn, she was a cashier and somebody was giving her a hard time. He said, I'm finna go out and kill myself. See, I'm having a hard time at work.
They cannot get beat with whips. See, they kids get shipped off to another country, state, and live to tell the truth.
Right.
I ain't never seen it. I ain't never heard of it. We got the best spirit.
Right.
We the best at the sports. How you doing, brother? We the best at the sports. Aren't we the best at every sport that we play? Are we the best at every sport? Who the best player in basketball?
Curry, right?
Curry, so-called black man. You would never say it's Larry Bird. You would never say it.
Hey, now Luke.
See, look, he don't even know who Larry Bird is. All praises.
With Michael.
All I'm saying, it's not a white man. That's all I'm saying. You would never say, the white man is the best player. Jerry West. Why? You know? No. You gonna say Michael Jordan. You gonna say, me personally, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Steph Curry. You gonna say that's what you gonna say. You ain't never gonna say Larry Bird, I can't Steve Kerr, Rick Barry, Phil Barry. Like you're not gonna say the Barry family. Hey sister, you got 5 minutes? You got 5 minutes to say the words of the Lord, sister? You got 5 minutes for the words of the Lord? Sure. Sister, do you know? I should say this, sister. Do you know what is your nationality according to the Bible? Do you know? What is your race according to the Bible? Do you know? Hey, repeat it. 17 and Jeremiah 17. Again, Isaiah 1 to 3.
This is the book of Jeremiah, right? Chapter 17 and verse number 4 again. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy inheritance.
Sister, do you know your heritage or anything like that, or where you come from? Okay, come on, please. All right, sister. So we here to wake up our people according to the Bible. All right, sister. That's what we here to do, and that's what we gonna always continue to do, to push the word. Continue, bring that up.
But since you don't matter about age, we had a brother that he left for college, but he got this information when he was like 14, 15, 13, and then he woke up because it's just the truth. So it don't matter about your age.
Continue, okay?
Continuing on, that I gave, looks like it, even thou, even thyself shall discontinue from thy inheritance that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in a land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever.
So, sister, what is our heritage? Do you know anything about our heritage? Is our heritage fried chicken?
Right.
Rap music?
Right.
Instagram, influencers, and things like that? Oh, what is our heritage? Do you know, sister? What were we doing thousands of years from now? I don't know how young you are, but because I'm hearing they water down world history now. They watering it down now. They don't really talk about a lot of things. But that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna teach you, sister.
I'm 13, and
okay.
when I'm in school, I forgot what period that is, 15 or something. They still talk about slavery and stuff.
Okay.
And going back to that, so I kind of know, but I don't.
Okay. All right, sister. Get Isaiah 1 and 3.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 3. The ox knows his owner.
It's what?
The ox knows his owner.
So an ox is an animal, a dumb animal at that.
And the ass his master's crib.
Also another dumb animal.
But Israel doeth not know.
But what?
But Israel doeth not know.
So the Israelites don't know their heritage. Sister, you said you don't know your heritage or you don't know where you come from. Hey, you might be an Israelite.
Right.
Right? So let's get Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15, King.
Deuteronomy 28, verse number 15.
Teach.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
You heard that, sister? All right. What did that say, sister? Let me repeat it up. I got you, sister. So we're going to read this verse. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. So if the Most High God said, if you don't listen to his commandments, this is what's going to happen to you.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
The Most High God said, if you don't listen to what I'm about to say to you, so you don't listen about what I'm about to say to you, you're going to have these curses put on you, sister. That's what God's saying. Go to next verse.
Verse 16, curse shall not be in the city, and curse shall not be in the field.
See that? You know, Lord wanted the sister get a seed planted in her. Hey, because hey, this is the most important thing. We gotta listen to the Most High words. You know. Come. Hey, come.
Yeah, 68.
Come.
Hey, brother. Hey, brother. Hey, brother with the jacket. We're going to give that to you. To prove that you know that you're Israel, this is the verse, right? Verse 68, this is a curse, right? And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
Ain't that our history? Slavery on ships. Look at that. Look at that history. They make movies about it. Hey, what's the Kute movie? Roots. Hey, 12 Years a Slave. All these hey, I don't even like watching these movies. Hey, Django. Harriet.
So that's a good movie.
You know, so all these so-called slavery movies, kid, ain't that our history? Slavery on ships, 1619, we came over here. So if all that applies to you, but the Most High talked to the Israelites, who must you be?
I guess I'm an Israelite, but I don't know.
What you mean, guess? Didn't your ancestors come on slavery on ships? Finish that out, King.
By the way, whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Didn't we get sold? Didn't our ancestors get sold on auction block? Hey, so-called Black Friday didn't finna come up. Wasn't that named for our people to get sold on auction blocks? That's literally our history.
So why is y'all wearing, or like, so what are y'all Hebrew, y'all Israelites? Is that the same thing? Like,
Book of 2 Corinthians,
Ah, yeah.
right? Chapter 11, verse number 22. It reads thus. It says, are they Hebrews?
Are they what?
Are they Hebrews? So am I. Are they Israelites? So am I.
Yes, we Hebrew Israelites. And if you fit the same prophecy, King, you'll be Hebrew Israelite as well.
Right.
Same like the brother, right? You be Israelite, right, King?
Yes.
God. Indefinitely. So if you fit the curse scheme, if your ancestors went on slavery on ships, and it was sold as bondmen and bondwomen, you'll be an Israelite.
That's right.
When did you say that, King?
Hey, I got a
I don't want to force nothing. I don't want to shove nothing down your throat. I don't want to.
it makes sense though. I can't argue with the Bible.
Hey, the Bible's true.
I got a piece of hey, brother, because it's kind of like it's like a righteous pride to know that you're Israel. Because the veil has been lifted from your eyes before you call yourself a color, black, or two continents, African American, right? And we didn't question that; we just went along with it. So knowing that you're Israelites by reading these prophecies, right? That should be a joy to you. Because look what the Israelites have for them, right? This is 2 Esdras chapter 6, verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all.
So we all come from Adam.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
So we know who God's chosen, right? Who God chose?
The Israelites.
The what?
Every black person.
No. Who? What's the name of them? The Hebrew Israelites, right?
Yeah.
All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
So literally, the Most High God made the world for our sakes. instead of being subject to America, we could go anywhere we want. You literally need a passport to go anywhere. So for the white man, for the white man to keep tally of it.
So I got a question for you.
Hold on, let's finish this piece up quick.
Okay.
So that's like it. So that's like knowing you got an inheritance, right? Say you just found out that you got an inheritance of $100 million. Would you just have this there like, well, I guess my name is on this check. Exactly. You see that? So that's what I'm saying. This is the world is made for our saints. So that's the smile that you should have, right?
God.
As for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing.
They are what?
They are nothing.
They are what?
They are nothing.
These other nations are nothing. They don't even hold a candlestick towards us.
Right. But be like unto spittle.
You like unto what?
Be like unto spittle.
Spittle is what literally comes out your mouth. If you speak it to with somebody and you actually spit some of that spittle.
And has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
So you got a whole big bucket of water, and the little water that falls out. You're not gonna go and scoop that back up. No, we're gonna let it dry up and keep it pushing, right? Right, King? Go ahead.
And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen,
What? These what?
These heathen.
which has ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us.
Right. They reigning over us. The so-called white man is reigning over us. Right. And it's facts. They own everything, as the so-called ish man, they own everything.
But what about white Christians?
You said what?
What about white Christians?
White Christians, what about them?
Because they still be white Christians, so it's like, they still like, if you're a Christian, it's like the same thing, you know?
Get Romans 9:13, and then get Acts chapter 11 and 26. Let me get this one quick. Acts 11:26.
Acts 11:26. And when he found him and brought him into Antioch, and it came to pass that a whole year they assembled themselves with the church and taught much people. And the disciples were first called Christians.
What?
And the disciples were first called Christians.
So the disciples were first called Christians. Were the disciples all Israelites as well? So the so-called white man, which they are white, they literally different shades of red. Right?
That is true.
So they can't be Christians because only people that's Christians ultimately are what? Christian meaning follower of Christ. If you're not following Christ, you're not a Christian. And ultimately, the Most High God hates all white people.
That's right.
And we could get that.
It's in the Bible. You want that Romans?
What does it say? Yeah, it's all white people.
Oh, okay. It's the book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved.
Jacob have a what?
Jacob have I loved.
Jacob is the Israelites.
But Esau have I hated.
But Esau?
Have I hated.
Esau is the so-called biblical name of the white man. What?
Wasn't they brothers or something?
You're right. They were brothers. And what happened though? Continue reading. Continue reading.
What shall we say then?
What shall we say then? The Most High said, "I hate the white man." What we gonna say then? What we gonna say then, now, brother? We gonna continue with the Most High? Cause he hate the white man. He hate the white man.
Is there unrighteousness with God?
Is there what?
Is there unrighteousness with God? God forbid.
God for what?
God forbid.
God for what?
God forbid.
God forbid. He could hate who he want to hate.
Right.
He literally made the white man to be who he want to hate. Clear. Let me let the brother continue this.
For he said unto Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of God that showeth mercy. For the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will harden. Verse 21. Hath not the potter power over the clay?
Not the what?
Hath not the potter power over the clay?
The potter have power over the clay.
Of the same lump, they brothers. to make one vessel unto honor,
And what?
and one vessel unto honor, and another to dishonor.
So literally, he made the white man to be a dishonorer vessel. You got a precept, King?
Yes, sir. This Matthew 15 and 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
What?
Of the house of Israel.
The Most High, the Most High Lord Christ, who we ignorant called Jesus Christ, which his name is Yahushua, he literally said out of his own mouth, I came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Right.
So if God hate the white man, hey, I hate the white man. All my
That's
brothers
right.
hate the white man. Who am I to contend with the Most High? So what the hell? We don't give a damn about Joel Osteen,
Right.
that white Christian. He ain't speaking no truth. Because ultimately, he only supposed to have the Bible in his hand.
That's right.
Right? I should slap the Bible out of his hand every time I see it.
But let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. So they said that we're all black, right? So are you telling me we're this color right here?
Exactly. Exactly.
How the hell we're not that color?
No,
we're not the color of our sweater. So how
Exactly.
are we black?
We different shades of brown, King. How you doing, King? You hear what we saying, King? Do you agree with the scriptures? Hey, I don't know. Praise the most I got.
It's Joel 2 and 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
I mean, what, Mr. What?
That I am in the midst of Israel. And that I am the Lord your God. And none else.
And what?
And none else.
What?
And none else.
The Most High God, He's the Lord of Israel and none else. You can't get around it.
But he's also the God of heaven and earth, so it's like,
So what?
that's all the earth.
Yeah, He ruled the whole Sirach 17:1.
So you saying that God hates all white people, right?
God, that's what the Bible said. I didn't say it. I read the Bible and the Bible
So
said
you
that.
telling me God hates half of myself? Half of you?
Yeah, what about people that's mixed?
Yeah.
Let's bring it out.
My mama white, my mama white though.
You're not white.
Exactly. You're not white, and ultimately you're the seed of your father.
Right.
So
Technically, I'm not black either. So why am I laboring? as
no,
black?
you so-called black. You ultimately we prove to you ultimately what though? You're an Israelite, right?
Yeah.
Right. So we know none of us is black. We all different shades of brown, okay?
So where my people, my adopted people come from, they don't like white people, and then where I was raised, they don't like black people. So why am I getting a racism from both sides?
I don't. Can you rephrase that, King?
So like every time I go to my adopted father, my adopted cousin,
He's a black sheep on both sides. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
And
you know
then
that.
they said you're not even black, you're white. And then when I go around white people,
Get Numbers chapter 1 verse 18. You got that, King?
so why am I labeling this other way? That's what I want. Why am I labeling this other way? Houses.
Yeah. Now, watch this, King. Let's see what the Most High said about mix in this race. We're gonna see.
It's the book of Ezra, chapter 2, verse 59. And these were they which went up from Talmah to Hashra, Jeruel, Adam, and Immer, but they could not show their father's house.
They show what?
They could not show their father's house and their seed, whether they were of Israel.
They couldn't show their father's house because that's what ultimately you come from your father. Your father literally carries the seed. So if your father carries the seed and plant it in whatever soil he want to plant it, then you'll be still of that seed, right? You got a precept, King?
But I'm asking though, why am I labeling this other though? I mean, I got white folks are black, and then some black folks are black.
So you saying why they call you white and you say they black? Because ultimately they don't know the scriptures, King. Because you are who your father is.
Okay.
You're not who your mother. There's no such thing as mixed. You are who your father is, King.
Who is he? God, Genesis 25 and verse 22. It says, and the children struggled together within her.
Listen to this. Listen to this.
Like it says, and the children struggled together.
Shema.
This is a.
Shema.
It says, and the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went and acquired of the Lord. Oh, that's what I had one. It says 22 is the point though, but it says, and the children struggled together within her. They was literally fighting in the stomach. You in the womb, right? But it says this. It says, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said to her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
What?
2 nations are in thy womb. And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one shall be stronger than the other. And the elder shall serve the other.
That's plain. You know, one was stronger than the other. There's 2 manner of people in the wombs. Hold on, brother. So that's literally what's going on. So you can't be white and then black. Ain't no thing is mixed according to the scripture. You got precept, King, Bro?
That was what I got.
Okay, come. You got precept? Okay.
Hey, brother, he's going into what you were talking about. This is Amos chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known.
You what?
You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
So the Most High God only knows us, the Israelites.
Right.
So ain't like I said, King, ain't no such thing as hey, I'm white and I'm black at the same time. No, the Most High deals with the bloodline and the seed line that comes from the so-called black man named Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and into his 12 sons. So ultimately, you'll be an Israelite.
But the scripture also say everyone that loves God is known by God
How you love God?
by following the word.
What word?
The Bible.
What is the word though? What is His word?
The word is love.
What is love?
Hey, you pray for us too.
Jesus Christ always and always should be with you.
No, but what is love?
Love is
Yeah.
somebody you care about.
You can't feel it. You can't touch
We gonna see what love is.
1 John 5:2. By this we know that we love the children of God.
This is how we gonna know we love the children of God, which are the Israelites.
When we love God,
What?
when we love God and keep His commandments.
Keeping His commandments is loving God and loving the children of God. Go.
For this is the love of God.
So this what?
For this is the love of God. That we keep His commandments.
That we what?
That we keep His commandments.
That we what?
That we keep His commandments.
So literally, if you're not keeping the Most High God's commandments, you don't love God. Simple. Ain't nothing in Christianity teaches to love. But nothing in the Christianity teaches you to love God, because they say that the laws are done away with. You don't have to keep the commandments at all. Continue.
It's the book of 1 John chapter 5, verse 2.
You got.
By this we know that we love the children of God.
Run that out.
Oh, yeah? Oh, I thought you were out for it.
So that literally states that. So if you're not the children of God, if you don't keep His commandments, you don't love God. That's simple. So what are His commandments?
Everybody phone going on.
So what are His commandments? Do y'all know any commandments?
Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not lie. Honor your mother and father.
Bring him out.
I forgot the rest.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Let's get Exodus 20.
Oh yeah. Thou shalt not kill too.
Yeah, that's the 10 commandments. King, do you know it's 613 commandments?
We gonna make you up, brother.
Do you know that?
No, I don't know, but 10.
Right. Yeah, the 10 that they say they keep. Right. But it's right.
But they minus the Sabbath day out.
Yeah. That's what I'm getting in the 7 right now. The Exodus 28.
Exodus.
This is the book of Exodus chapter 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day.
Remember what?
Remember the Sabbath day. To keep it holy.
What?
To keep it holy. 6 days shall thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
So the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. What is considered the 7th day?
The day of rest, right?
What day is that? The what?
No.
You sure?
No. It's supposed to be Saturday or Friday.
Saturday, Friday evening to Saturday evening. So that's literally the Sabbath of rest. Because Sunday is the first. The Sunday is the first day of the week. When you look at the calendar, it says S. Literally, they put it on our faces. So if you go to church on Sunday, you're not keeping the commandments.
That's right.
Literally. So you're supposed to be out here teaching your people as a man, or teaching yourself, building your spirit up on the Sabbath day, which is Friday sundown to Saturday sundown.
Right, teach.
Come. Get another. Yeah.
First Corinthians.
Leviticus 11:7.
Leviticus.
In the swine, though he divide the hoof,
Do y'all know what the swine is?
Pork.
Huh?
it says, he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean unto you.
Pig is unclean to you. So if you're eating pork, you gotta repent. If you're eating pork, you're not keeping the commandments. Right? This what the law said. This is what the Most High said.
I remember that, but I don't know nothing about talking about Saturday being the Sabbath. That's
So literally, you can look on your calendar and literally say S to S, Sunday to Sunday. And ultimately, when you look at history, Constantine the First literally changed the Saturday worship to Sunday worship to worship the sun.
Hey, I'm gonna read it for you again, bro. I'm gonna read it for you again, right? It says, Exodus 20:8. Remember the Sabbath day, and the Lord said, remember. So this is a commandment because it's prophetic. It's saying remember. The Lord is not saying like observe the Sabbath. He's saying remember, like call to remembrance, right? Break out of the cycle, of the lies. Stop going to church on Sunday. So he said, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. And the Sabbath is the Sabbath, the seventh day. See that?
You as well, King. And repent and keep the commandments, King.
Right.
Sunday. Yeah. Basically, they're talking about beginning this Sunday and then Saturday is the day. It says right here, right?
Yeah, it's S to S. You can't get around it, brother.
If you got a problem with that, you got a
Hey.
problem with the
And ultimately, you got to do your history too. History is important because when you look into Sunday worship, Constantine the First changed the day.
Right.
And when you go into the history, it literally tells you it was Saturday, and he literally changed it to Sabbath.
so y'all go to church on Saturday.
This is church. This is what we doing. We teaching our people the law, statute, commandments. That's the whole thing. All my brothers up here come from different parts of the city, and that's what we do.
And this is I'm gonna read this out for you because this is another commandment, but it's also answers your question as well. This is for you, brother. Listen up. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God,
So you are the temple of God.
and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you?
So the spirit literally dwells in the temple, which is your body.
If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy.
So you defile the temple of God, which put an abomination in your body, not keeping the commandments. Hey, brother, when you smoking your black, you shouldn't be smoking that black, King. Putting all them toxins. That's 10 packs of cigarettes you just put in you. You know that, right?
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
the Bible
But cigarettes are worse than cigars now.
They're in the same thing. You can't get around it, but you shouldn't do it anyway. You shouldn't put smoke in your temple anyway. That's why your body rejects it when it coughs.
Right.
When it coughs, it's rejecting the thing.
You're absolutely right, though. Yeah, you guys are absolutely right.
Right? For the temple of God is holy, which temple ye are.
So we are the temple as the Most High. So when we gather together, and this is what we do. Continue.
Matthew 18:20. For where 2 or 3 are gathered therein.
What?
For where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them.
So what?
There I am in the midst of them.
So the Most High, He's literally in the midst. It's 2 are gathered together right now. And it's way more to the 3. That's about what, I don't know, 7 brothers, 11 brothers out here, and we all discoursing about the precepts.
Isn't 7 God's number supposed to be?
7. It's a number of completion, King. But let's go back to the dietary law because we gotta get. This is how we don't defile our body.
Leviticus 11:7 again. In the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you.
So the pig is unclean to you. So if you're eating the pig, you gotta stop it. Especially if you say you love God. I know, because that's what you were saying, King. Like, if they love God, that's the only way you'll show you love God is stop eating swine.
That's right.
Right, King? Continue on.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat.
Say what?
Of their flesh shall ye not eat.
Uh-huh.
In their carcass ye shall not touch.
Dead body shouldn't even touch it.
They are unclean to you.
They are unclean to you. Go to verse 9.
Verse 9. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Whatsoever have fins and scales.
Whatsoever what?
Whatsoever have fins and scales.
Anything that come out the water, it has to have fins and scales. So what in the water don't have fins and scales that our people love to eat?
Crab leg.
Crab, shrimp, lobster, oysters,
Shit, that's how
crawfish, calamari.
I don't even eat that.
All praises to the Most High. That's the spirit. That's the
We don't eat that
spirit.
either.
You don't eat that either. Because why? Because why? It's the commandment of the Most High.
That's right.
You don't want to be abomination. Because you know what happened with abominations. You don't. Hey.
It says, in the waters and in the seas and in the rivers, them shall ye eat. All that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers and all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you. They shall even be an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses in abomination.
Be an abomination to you, King. And so